Up, Cronulla, the boys in the black, white and blue. Up, Cronulla, name of the Sharks fit you. Sharks, Sharks, forever. Go out and play without fear. Now's the time to see good football, for the Sharks are here.
Hey there, hello, welcome to SharkCast Pod, a podcast dedicated to the greatest sporting club in the history of the world, the mighty Cronulla Sutherland Sharks. My name is Sam Shinazzi. I'm an OG from 2015, and this is the PostGame live show. This is Kieran Fraser. You know him from catching up with Kieran over coffee about Cronulla on some Monday mornings, but we are here at Shark Stadium, the greatest venue in the history of the world. Did you hear that? Can I get a Hulkster from you? R.I.P. Hulk. Sharks win 54-22. Lots to discuss. And we are happy to discuss it with you. We got some listeners already who want to dial in. So if you want to do that, there's StreamYard links in most of the comment sections. Please feel free to come on in. But Kieran, while we got you, you're not here for the whole show necessarily, but while we got you, what do you think of the performance?
I thought it was good to see a few different looks of the team, right? I mean, the Titans had nothing to lose, and at one point they were winning 10-6, and, you know, you're kind of going, is this going to be like the Dragons game? Are we going to go through that whole situation again? But I thought even seeing a couple of different things, like we gave up 2 tries through intercepts, and we still scored 54 points. So it was like a nice game to watch, a whole bunch of different looks of this team, even having Nico kick from different sides of the field and having him kick early in attack. I thought there was a little bit there to see for everybody, and I'm glad we got the 2 points and we can move on to the bye, because that could have gone disastrous at 10-6. I was looking around going, the vibe at this place is, I've felt this before.
Yeah, right. So they did lead, didn't they, for a little bit?
Yeah, they did. And like, Nico throws the intercept, right? And that could have gone a couple of different ways, because Nico has that great first try, you know, confidence sky high, and then we get brought back to earth with a couple of different little plays, right? But again, great resiliency, and like a few key moments there, I thought, Sam, like the Teague Wilton strip.
Yes.
I thought that was so impactful for us, but also just seeing some leadership there from Fanua Blake, because when Nico threw that intercept, I watched Fanua Blake stand on the 40. He waited for Nico. He stood there and he like gave him a pat on the back. Like it's all good. Like, we're sweet. The chats in the circle as well was just watching Fanua Blake lead that. I thought was really impactful.
Yeah, for sure. And you're right. It could have gone either way at a certain point. But I mean, boy, oh boy, I thought that the Titans were lucky to score 22 points in the end.
Absolutely.
Watching them live from up a little bit in the air, like just their body language is not very good at all. And you know, I think there'll be a few people who want to complain about the end of the game. We should have gone on with it even more. It looked like we'd probably reach 60. I mean, 54 points, a 30-plus win.
In cruise control.
I thought Hines was really good.
Yeah.
There was a couple of things in the first half that he wanted to take back, but overall he was pretty good.
But I love that even when the game was kind of iced, he was still trying. He was kicking early. Like there was a few times and early in the tackle count, we got one repeat set and there was 2 kicks that were too long. But I like seeing that. I like seeing that he wasn't going into his shell and he was actually going to try these things, because that's such a big thing for us to see. If he's attacking and playing like that, then, we're in a much better position, because, again, we go into the bye next week, and I'm sure we'll touch on this later with Cam. We might need to tweak a little bit of our attack if Cam's not available. So to see Nico throwing those chances, I like to see it. It would have been good to see some of those guys going with him, because there's a few of those kicks he put in with no chase, right? So, again, eyes up football. Let's see it.
So, Sharks win 54-22. We completed at 37 of 45, so that's 82%. That's pretty good. You want more, but that's pretty good. 7 line breaks to 3. We conceded 12 offloads.
The offloads were a real problem, weren't they?
I felt like it was even more, but
and sometimes like they were doing an offload and then you thought it was a new tackle, but then right before held, they got another offload off and then they were able to get 15, 20 meters. So again, if you're playing the Sharks and you're watching that, you've seen those offloads and you go, that's a vulnerability of the Sharks that they've got to shut down. But geez, the Titans got away with a lot of offloads.
Yeah, for sure. We're just going to ask Steve to hang on just a bit longer, give us a little nod if that's okay. Yeah. And we're going to talk just a little bit more before I bring you in. Danny says, good confidence building game, disappointing finish, but that's the only bad parts other than the freaking intercepts. Yeah, so was it 2 turnovers, 2 intercepts?
So 12 points from intercepts.
Yeah.
You kind of cop that in a game of light touch football like that. Like, it is what it is, especially towards the end. Like that last one. Well,
yeah. I mean, it is disappointing, but you're right. If you're going to concede, at least let it be like that.
Yes.
I thought on our line we were pretty good. They didn't throw a lot at us. There's a lot of, we're not here to talk about Titans, but there's a lot of work for that team to do moving forward. They got some good players that we saw, but they didn't throw a lot at us. I was super happy that we actually did go on with it, crack the 50.
Yeah.
Because start of the second half, you're like, I need to see more. I need more than the 2 points at this stage.
And the knock on the Sharks has always been this season, they don't go on with it. And you look at our for and against, it hasn't been good. So when we got out to that bigger lead, I was like, okay, our for and against looks a lot better, but the 2 late tries wasn't ideal. Would have been great to keep them to 10, but you kind of have to just move on. And we've got the bye now, a great chance for us to properly reset and to come home with a wet sail, because, again, we could have got really bogged down. And the fact that they didn't, I'm taking that as a positive.
Yeah, for sure. Our friend Joe at Mr. Paisley says, great win, happy with the performance. And Lush in Melbourne says, nice to score more than 50 finally.
When was our last 50-point game?
Oh, I don't know.
It would have been a while.
Probably not this year. Someone else can tell us.
I don't think we've cracked 50 this year.
He also says some errors leading to the softest tries we've conceded all season. Fair enough there. Any update on Cam? Nothing yet from our end, but we'll keep you posted. And if you guys hear anything, please let us know. It is something to do with the knee, isn't it?
Yeah, so we saw him after the game just walking around, and he didn't look like on crutches or inhibited at all. He had like a sleeve on.
Yeah, a sleeve,
like a compression sleeve, but he didn't look visibly, distraught or anything like that. But I did notice I didn't see him around the bench in the second half, so I'm not too sure how to read that.
Dean says, would love to see Hohepa in for McInnes, although Jesse seems like a good and most likely option. I think either are fine. I think... Was Hohepa maybe taken off after their last one of the last tries that the Titans scored? Maybe a reaction. I'm not sure. Don't want to spread rumors. Go back and have a look at that. But I like Hohepa. I like what he did.
Well, who would you go 13 if Cam's out?
Well, we're saying either Hohepa or Jesse Colquhoun.
Is Euro back after the bye?
I got to tell you, I think he's very close.
So then I probably would like maybe Siffer at 13. But again, Hohepa probably closest style. But then there's also a chance you could even drop if Kafusi's back, you could even drop a Toby at 13 too.
Ooh,
so you're playing with 3 front rowers. So
yeah. Dean says, yeah, I think we did that one. And Danny also says, we're good today. Defense was good. Attack looks slick. They scored from the intercepts. Yep.
ACL.
So Danny's reporting possibly ACL. That's
going to change the entire makeup of the team.
Is ACL the year one?
Well, ACL is you're going to be out for a while.
That's not what he did last time?
I don't believe
Cam.
I don't believe Cam has his ACL before. But usually when you see an ACL,
What did he do when he came here before the Dragon? From Dragons to here.
I think that was his ACL. You're right. Yeah.
Well,
But usually when you do an ACL, you're not walking around like he was after the game.
Well, hang on. Jacqueline is also saying our man Braith on Fox post game with Cronk reported possible ACL, but he was walking around.
Yeah.
We're not doctors. Yeah. Thanks.
We need NRL physio.
Jacqueline, appreciate it. Let's bring in Steve now. This is going to be a little bit weird for Kieran because he can't really hear him because I forgot to bring in the extra set of headphones. And I don't want to, I could undo this, but I don't want to mess with stuff. So Steve, it's you and I, and I'll report back to Kieran. How are you? What's going on?
Good, man. Good, real good. Good result. It wasn't ACL last time because he was out for a year, Cam. So he was gone for a year. So even if it's an MCL, he's gone for the season. I mean, that's like 6 weeks. Any of these things, they're not short-term they're not short-time turnarounds. Not at this time of the year, you know. It doesn't take much to have a season-ending injury.
I won't do this every time you say something, Steve.
Yeah.
But, Steve is saying that any kind of injury like that is obviously a bit of a turnaround.
Like a 12-month type situation.
Well, he's saying just if it's a lesser one, it's like potentially. We'll wait and see on that one. What did you like out there, Steve?
Okay. Actually, the point scoring was good. Then finally putting a team to the sword, which was good. But again, we slackened off at the end, which I'm one of these, but I hate conceding points. 4 tries to the Titans. Those offloads, especially in the first half, when they got that little mini roll on, that was a concern. They were getting offload after offload. But as Kieran said, that the turning point in the game was Teague's one-on-one with Tino. Because that's when they'd hit the lead. They would have had the ball about 35 out from our line. Let's hypothetically say they score. All of a sudden, they're out by 10 points.
Yeah,
and that was probably the turning point of the game. The injury to Cam, I think it actually opened up our attack overall. That's just me. Like, I think I actually thought when he came off, I thought he was hooked. I thought he'd been hooked. No, because he wasn't going well.
I thought he was going okay. He took himself off. He said to the trainer, something's up here, and he went straight up a tunnel. It was pretty early on. Yeah.
No, I thought he was struggling. I just think he's been out of form last couple of weeks. But the person who stood out for me, there was 4. I couldn't pinpoint. There was 4. Teague. I thought Teague was great today.
Teague, yeah.
Talakai. Ronaldo and Hiroti. I think I don't know. Hiroti has got better hands than Ramian.
Let's welcome to the Hiroti Island. As I said to my friend Kieran, I said it's Hiroti's world. We're just living in it now. He was incredible, I thought, and in attack and defense, and I really like what he brought. I mean, just wait up, Steve. Let's talk about that, Kieran. What'd you make of Hiroti?
I thought when he did the pass for Nico's try, I thought it was one of those things where it was one of the situations where that could have been a situation where we make the break and we fluff it. But for Hiroti to show that patience, I thought it was a really good situation. And it was great to see because I saw some comments from some people online this week that was suggesting other people maybe should have got the job of Hiroti.
Yeah.
But Hiroti's done a great job for us every time we've called on him.
Also, really good form in Cup leading into this.
Yeah, and Fitzy was talking about that, saying he's playing out of his skin. So I trust Hiroti. Like, it's not like you're throwing a kid in there and you're hoping that he's going to get the job done. Hiroti's an out-and-out first grader. So
I know sometimes I raise the Cogra game, so long ago, but he's come so far.
Yeah. And again, if I'm the Perth Bears, like, he's at the top of my list. He's the guy that I'm going, well, value for money. He's dependable as.
We could also. Steve's going to say something. You say it, Steve.
I would be pushing Ramian to Perth.
Thank you.
I'd push Ramian to Perth. I would stick with Hiroti. Because you've got Hiroti and Iro, and you've got your young guys coming through.
Yeah. So Steve's saying you got Hiroti, young guys coming through. And it's like Stephen, I wasn't even looking at Steve, and I could feel him about to say it. And, that we're not putting anything on Jesse. He's had a great career, and if he stays, he stays. If he doesn't, he doesn't. He will stay next year. I don't want to spoil anyone's party. But, Hiroti was great. Now, who else did you mention there, Steve?
Ronaldo. He's now. I'm going to give a wild card. If Cam's out, I would make him captain.
Oh, so Steve's saying he would make him captain if McInnes is out.
Yeah,
wild card.
Ronaldo.
Yep, because he could lead from the front.
Jack in the box.
The baddest man in the world. Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't think it'll happen, but I don't hate it.
But he adds something that, there was something I loved that Tino did out there for the Titans, and we never, ever do it, Sam. When Trindle was on the ground, there was not a hand on him. He smashed him in the back. And we never do it. Nico had a chance to do it to Keno in the second half and went for the soft love touch, where instead smash the person. They're open slather. You can do, and that's what it is. We never go for that kill. Yeah. And Tino did it to Trindle. You've seen Trindle's reaction when he got hit because he was. That's what I love to see. That's what I love to see, to inflict the damage onto someone like that. And we don't do it. I don't know why we don't do it.
Yeah, it's fair enough.
That's open
aside from letting a few points in at the end, what didn't you like? Was there anything else, or was it all pretty positive?
That first half when we got a bit the offloads, but it's the same thing that you've been talking, Kieran's been talking. Everyone talks about. We don't know how to shut them down, and the only reason they didn't do offloads in the second half, they didn't have the ball.
Yeah, it was. It was like they didn't do it. And I think historically this year they haven't done it that much, the Titans, but then it's like they got a few away and they're like, oh, here we, and the crowd could feel it. It was like, oh boy, now they know what to do. It was kind of their one shot, and it worked in a sense. It kept things alive for them. But I'm pretty happy overall though. We were looking at the for and against as we were marching ahead, and we were getting pretty close to the Roosters. That dropped back a little bit with the last two tries, but it's still a pretty good dent from where we were. And we're kind of in touch with the Warriors now with the bye as well. So with the Warriors, we're kind of neck and neck with them. So fourth spot is very much alive. It's just a matter of there's so much footy left with the 3 weeks for everyone, including us. Obviously, next week we're sorted, but I'm glad we actually went on with it today, Steve, because we have the bye next week. So it's kind of a good way to get out of here. We can kind of forget about it. We won't sit around and think we're awesome. It's like we beat the Titans, put 50 on them. That's awesome. Now I've got the Knights. I want to see the same, to be honest.
Yep.
I don't really need a tough, gritty game. We'll get that against the Bulldogs. But, yeah, what else you got for us before we
Just
on?
Two quick ones. One, Iro, I want him back against the Knights. You said he's close. I don't want his first game back against the Dogs. I want him to get 2 games in before the finals. That allows Talakai to move back into the forwards, which I think he can be extremely helpful. And the other thing I like today, the bench got a bit more time, but Fanua Blake got half an hour off. That game was done and dusted. It could have brought him back on for a token 5 minutes, but there's no need. And that type of stuff, hopefully against the Knights, we can do the same thing. You get those extra minutes because come finals, he needs to be playing 60. So he has to go to 60 in the final. So just those extra couple of minutes, I like that. And Tukes went okay. He had a couple of drop balls, but at least he had
the first one was a murder ball. The first part was a murder ball.
It was, but at least he put in, and that's all you can do. All you can ask is he put in and said, look, I went no worse than any other forward, so I'm putting my hand up. If someone goes down, at least, hey, coach, I'm there. That's all you can do. Yeah. So, but no, that's all you can do. But, but onto my 3-2-1, I would have gone Teague, Hiroti with 2, and I can't split Ronaldo and Talakai.
He's gone Hiroti 3. Did you hear all that?
Yeah.
Oh, you got good hearing. Yeah, that's pretty good, Steve. That's your opinion. I can't really. It's spot on. It's spot on is what I'm trying to say in plain English. We're going to move on, Steve. Congrats on your news from Friday too. Congratulations. Really
cheers, man. Yeah, it's always a bit nerve-wracking, but it's always good to come through. And as I said, Sam, always make sure you get stuff done.
Yeah.
That's
I need to reply to you, but yes.
That's okay, man. Take care.
All right. See you,
cheers,
Steve.
guys.
Talk to you soon. Bye. That's the great Steve. Shout out to Connor who's watching. If you want to jump on, there's ways to do it. There's links. You just hit it and you should be able to get in. Let's go over the Insta always. Hello, everyone on Instagram. Hello. Mozzie Bites says that was a lot more fun. Loved Hiroti and Puru and Jesse were great. That's from the great Cam Webb. Hiroti, Puru. Yep, they were all pretty good. Calhoun had some big moments.
Like Calhoun's first NRL try too, right?
Yes.
So that's a huge moment for him. And I think he was paying $9 from people sitting around us to score his first try. So there's plenty of happy people in the ET stand.
Yes. Jay says, solid win today. Wilton should be captain moving forward if McInnes is out. Hand up. I agree.
I think Wilton would be captain.
Steve
right?
said Ronaldo, which I understand. He was saying just for the leading from the front. You could go Blake Brayley. You could go Teague. You could go Nico. I probably wouldn't put it on Nico. Oh, look who's joined. The great Jason Hawes from Crips and Crips Real Estate. Last seen in Las Vegas, I believe.
I have not seen him since the SharkCast meetup there. There you go.
It was a good meetup. NRL SC Merseyside Reds, happy after last night. 2 wins in a row for NRL SC Merseyside Reds. Let's go. A lot to like apart from 10 minutes or so. I love to have been proved right about Hiroti. What does that mean? That he knew or he didn't know?
I think that he's been a Hiroti supporter because
Great.
Hiroti's copped a lot, and it always goes back to that debut game out at Cogra. Was it against the Panthers?
No, it was Drags.
The Dragons. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was one of those games. But Hiroti for the last 2 years in first grade has been absolutely outstanding, and the value for money that we get for him, unbelievable. So. Yeah, it's great to see. Mate, he had a monster game in the centers. Like, that was an all-time game in the centers.
Yeah, so I saw him at a training session this week, and I think I knew he was playing, and he was just walking around. He's very casual, very lovely guy. And you could see he was wearing a T-shirt or something, and I was just like, I was with Ricky, we were like, dude, you're ripped. And he said, well, I had time off, and all I could do was up a body. And we're like, oh, that's pretty cool. And today when I was walking to the ground just before NRLW, which we'll get to, hundreds of people mingling about. No one knew Hiroti was walking in. I was like, Mawini, let's go, brother. Gave him the high five. And he looked good. He looked solid, looked ready to go. So I don't think he had any doubts about it.
Well, and you look back at his junior career too. Like, he was a very decorated player at South.
Was he?
Yeah, he played like Australian schoolboys or like the Kiwi version at the time. But he was like one of those players that was on those lists to watch as the next big thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And injuries happen, all that type of stuff. He's found his way to the Sharks, and he's so dependable for us. And the value for money that we get is 10 out of 10.
Do you think in an ideal world, from a Moneyball point of view only, do you think it's realistic he could be a starting centre for us?
Well, I look at that and you go, you've got Iro and you've got Ramian, right? And so Ramian's probably on 5.
Iro's not going anywhere.
Yeah, Iro's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
But so Iro's probably on 2 to 3x. I'm assuming
He'll be going up.
Yeah, 2 to 3x what, say, Mawini would be on. And then you got the 2 youngsters as well, like underneath there that we've got signed up long term too.
There's 3 to 4.
There's Nikora Williams as well too, right? So, I mean, there is a situation where you keep Mawini on, whatever he's on, and then you let Jesse go and you free up 300K. But again, that's a big decision. And I think the only thing that's working against Jesse is, his form this year hasn't been as great as it's been, but last year he was unbelievable. He was pushing rep.
Yeah, for sure.
But he will be 29 next year, which I think is going to be the big issue for him and for the Sharks. Is there's been a lot of frustration around this club recently around staleness that's been on NRL 360 that they've spoke about and things like that. And I think the freshen up is going to be coming, come November 1st when players can talk to other clubs, because we have a stack of players that are off contract, right?
But are we going to see change next year or the year after?
I think there will be players that will move on early.
Okay.
Just to create space and to create some sort of freshness. So I would expect, again, not based on any knowledge or anything like that, maybe unfortunately somebody that we don't want to lose moves on a year early and frees up space for us to get somebody else early.
So Danny said Hiroti made our attack look great. He straightens up and passes well. Like, the straightness was very obvious.
Yeah,
watching from up above.
He made Nico look great on a couple of plays too, and Nico made him look great too. So it was also evident to the combination they had with Burns, because they've obviously played for the Jets together as well.
You know what? We'll get to all the players and everything, but I thought Billy Burns was sneaky good today. Like, he was he
should have had a try.
Should have had a try. He was doing the things that won't make the highlight reels.
Physical.
Yeah. He had a tackle turnover as well, and that he created. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Lucius saying Wilton as captain. Here's our favorite person, favorite name at least. Sorry to all the thousands of people watching. Grunge Meister Fuzz. Great win, avoided not just the banana peel, but avoided the abyss. So that's good, the abyss.
Mate,
we don't like the abyss, Kieran.
I live in the abyss.
Some great attack and yet some poor intercept passes. Last 10 most valuable for and against. More diamonds and rocks, though. It's a good point. like we don't want to be too up in this potty because the whole time I was thinking that one try at the end or the true, however you want to look at it, even the converted goal could cost you a spot in the ladder.
Yeah. And
That's how sort of tight it is these days. And okay, I understand that they scored 54. Like that's pretty good.
yeah.
It's the best in at least a year. To concede 22, but 2 were from intercepts. I mean, I understand where Grunge Master Fuzz is coming from. With the Nico intercept at the very least, I thought Trindle was, I don't know if I'd call it out of position, but he was pretty wide. So either don't be so wide or, to be fair, Nico, don't throw the ball.
Yeah. And we were talking.
It wasn't just a clear-cut one.
Well, and we were talking at halftime with Dean Hallertau, who's in the box beside us. Name dropping. But he was sort of saying that every time the Sharks went to the edges, they were just pulling them apart, right? So it was just like that rush to get them to the edges. And in that sort of situation where Nico sees the space, he's going to it. And then obviously Trindle wasn't where he needed to be, right? Which kind of caused that bit of a disconnect. But again, every time they got to an edge, they absolutely pulled the Titans' pants down. So good signs there.
Now, here comes trouble. Speaking of trouble, speaking of the Abyss.
The Abyss.
The man that caused the Abyss in Las Vegas for at least you and I, well, you had a few other things going on as well. PK Keno. What was the bar called?
There was an Irish bar.
He can write us in.
Oh,
PK is the guy that locked in the bar, the Irish bar.
That was amazing.
The tilted kilt.
Tilted
Come
kilt.
on, Shinaz. And it became a Sharks bar. And that's where we had our SharkCast party and we had a lot of fun there. Grayson Waller was there. So PK says, I wish Hiroti did dive on that ball. He was my only miss in my 7-time anytime try scorer.
Wow.
So he didn't get one.
Yeah, and there was, I think some of Josh's friends too were in the same.
Oh, the
too.
drop ball. Yeah. He should have scored that one, PK. Hope you're doing well. Great to hear from you. I'm sure he'll be at the Tilted Kilt. I don't know if I'll be backing up this year. I won't be, but
I'm actually going to Vegas in February, so I might go
you're
there.
A savage. You're a savage. Danny says Ronnie Gray, but not close to being captain. Fair enough. Hiroti says Hiroti's online. No. NRL SC Merseyside Red says Hiroti, when fit this year in the NRL Cups, will be very good. Was on one leg in his performance against the Roosters on the Central Coast game. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah, he was playing busted. I think Fitz
and
even
against
talked about
Tupu
that
as well.
Yeah, Fitz talked about that in the press conference that he finished a couple of games on one leg.
So this is funny from Lou. She's saying, I'm having premonitions of Ronaldo getting hot-headed in the face of the ref and being sent off. Can't see him as captain at all. I'd go Wilton or AFB. AFB is not the worst shot either, is it?
His leadership today was really impressive to me. Like the way he was pulling people aside, and he played the full first, I think 50 or 60 minutes. Like he didn't go off in the first half at all.
Luce says our final series starts a week early. Hopefully the rest of the dogs, rest most of their players. Yep. Okay, this is one from Liam. Liam says, why don't we have a 5-minute time limit of people getting on? So Liam, you can jump on at any time and there's a waiting room. And so the more people that are in there, the less I'm going to talk to people. So if you want to jump on, please do. Feel free to. But yeah, there's no limit. It's not just like one person. And I can actually have multiple people in at one time. We just don't do it. So I hope that explains it. If it doesn't, let me know and I'll explain it better. But yeah, all good, my man. Next week, Danny's saying Calhoun in 13, H. Puru in 14. What are we looking at behind us? Oh, the cleaners.
Yeah,
yeah. Oh, yeah. Jump on. Just go underneath, and there's
through.
heaps. There's heaps of food. Danny says Emma Veron has got to be the best NRLW player. She's amazing. Biddle makes me worried for the girls. Our goal kicker must be. Yeah. So NRLW won. It was a very tight contest against the Titans. Pretty good game actually. Emma Veron is our best player this year by far, and just every week she's so important to what they're doing. So love the NRLW, and it was a good win, a much needed win today. Buckwit is saying Hiroti over Ramian now. That's interesting.
That's a spicy take.
Fair enough. So Jason says, hi, legends. We're a bit behind on the Instagram. Jay says, depending on results, there's a good chance the last round against Dogs could be for top 4. Oh, my God. The Dogs have Storm away and Panthers in Sydney. Can you imagine You and I in the dog kennel.
Mate,
People barking at us.
I would be very
Top
excited.
four.
I would be very excited. It's a Saturday night game too, right? I think so. It's like a 7:30 game or something
Thank
like that.
God we're not the digi on the sideline for that one.
Yeah.
Jason Hawes says Harodi changed my opinion of him today. Good solid game. Jay has given us players off contract at the end of 26. That's Ramian, Katoa, Ueli, Rudolph, Talakai, Brayley, McInnes, Hero, Jesse C.
It's depressing.
You think Brayley, Jesse C, and Hero will be they'll be the favorites, that's for sure. Ghastly says, great game today. So much fun to be down in the corner. Yeah, it was a fun game to be at. And these ones are always kind of fun when you sort of know that you're going to win at some point in the game. You blew my mind. I forgot it was 10-6.
Yeah, it was 10-6. And the vibe in the stadium was like, not again. And there was plenty of restless people in the ET stand.
Yeah. Mainly yourself. Ghastly says, what's happened to Cam? Okay, well, I'm just going to yell out to a colleague here. Hey, colleague. Is there any news on Cam? You can say it. It's okay. We're all saying ACL.
We don't know, but he came up and said he has no stability.
Jeez.
Dear God, I hope you listeners and viewers didn't hear that. Now I'm all solemn.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting because I saw the trainer ran up to Cam on the field and Cam said to him, I'm no good. And he went straight down.
Gary Dover's in the house and Cam is saying that it's unstable, the leg. So that's not a good sign. PK did say tilted kilt. Thanks for that. And Dan Fitz is saying Brayley as captain. Sorry for my words there. PK says, what about Tuku? I thought besides his first drop, he bent the line every run. I agree. I'm a Tuku man, and I'm filthy on whoever threw that ball, even if it was Blake Brayley or whoever it was. But I thought he did really good, especially if he's been out of first grade for most of the year.
Yeah, and that wasn't his fault.
No, it wasn't. No,
because you could tell Ronaldo was pushing into that run, and I think it was Brayley was confused on who was getting the ball, and it was just a miscommunication. But yeah, it was great to see him back, and he is one of the biggest humans I've ever seen. When you see him at Woolaware,
he's the biggest. Who else have you seen that's bigger? Andre the Giant?
Grayson
too
Waller
young for you.
big to me.
Tuku is much bigger than Grayson Waller.
I
I can just let you know right now.
I think of big humans.
Sorry, he's ginormous. Yes.
He's huge.
Danny says last week I said Teague didn't offer much or match the hype. I'm 100% happy to say I watched him closely and completely wrong. He's all quality. Tell Gaz his lol comment to me was warranted. Gary is right now
fist pumping
and doing all sorts of gyrating. He said, love you, Danny. So we do love Danny. Danny's one of our more animated, passionate correspondents, shall we say. I agree. I think I'm a huge Teague guy. I think
that strip.
He's got all the attributes, man. He does everything at a really good, aggressive way and pace. And
he's captain for mine.
He's captain. Joe said, should I ask Cam in the morning at Mr. Paisley's? My friend, I don't think you'll have to. A, you won't be able to walk in there, and B, I think
he was walking around fine after the game. So he looked.
So he's walking around fine, we're told, but he's also saying it's unstable.
Yeah, I mean, he had the compression on, but he didn't look. Yeah, they got to check it out.
Thanks, Kieran.
Well, I mean, this is a mystery wrapped in an enigma at this point.
Ghastly Ted, Tuku has definitely worked on himself between March and today. Yeah, I think that's a fair point too. For me, Tuku's the sort of guy that just needs time, man. Like he needs weeks, months, years, and he'll become he needs minutes, and he'll become what you want. I think he'll become in the similar sort of Tom Hazelton kind of vibe. Like
he's the closest thing to Hazo, but I feel like he moves a little bit more freely than Tom. Like he's got a little bit more bounce in him, and
for the biggest man that ever lived, he's a fit dude.
Yeah, and I feel like Hazo is so good at what he does, but Hazo is very rigid and just this big brick coming at you, whereas Tukes has got a little bit more movement in him.
Even intimidated Ghastly 10 said he was warming up near us and he was very intimidating. The sweetest man you'll ever meet from my few experiences with him. So Sharks win 54-22. NRL Dub got the win against the Titans as well, which was great. So the double victory, a long way back to the Gold Coast for this poor club. God. Will Kennedy. Let's do some player stuff, guys. Will Kennedy. 152 meters, 1 try, 2 try assists, 2 line break assists, just the 1 error. Thought he was really good. I thought he was on from the start. looked like he was playing to prove a point or do something else, maybe with a contract. Very involved, doing hit ups from
The kickoff.
kickoff and pretty safe and pretty creative.
Yeah, the two hit ups off the kickoff were a little bit surprising to me, and he went straight at Foran. Like he identified Foran was his guy, and he went straight and hard at him, and it was great to see. But it was also good to see some of his defense stuff. Like there was a few of these half breaks. I think Campbell got into the open field at one point, and Will wrapped him up really nicely. So that was really good for me to see.
He's just making the storyline so confusing.
Yeah,
and bless him for it, because we had him kind of out of the club. But if he plays like that, I don't know. Do you let a guy like that go? I don't know.
that's up there with Cam's knee at this point. Like, what are we doing there? I don't know.
And I would like to hear from people who really don't believe in Will. Send us a message and tell us what you thought of him today, and take the bias away and let us know if he's like this every week. That would be acceptable, I imagine.
Also, too, like, what's the plan B without Will? And I know Ison's there, but
Ison's
Ison's coming
the guy.
back off a long-term injury.
That's your plan, dude.
But again, like he will have a year off football, right, at this point, right?
Yeah.
We've let Dykes go too. There's a couple other players in under 20s too. So yeah, look, that's a tough one. Maybe Hiroti.
Danny says the bench today was one of our best. BHU comes in next game as my only change with Cam likely out. Yeah, I guess that would happen.
Is he back next week?
I don't know how long he's out with a skin infection.
I'll make a Bulldogs joke, but I won't do it.
Joseph from Mr. Paisley says, will Kate Ira be back after the bye? Everything leads to saying yes. Yeah. Obviously, we can't be the one to confirm that, but everything we're saying is yes. Hello to the Shark Cage. Let's back it up against the Knights. Well, let's get past the bye first, Shark Cage. But I heard you out there today. I'm pretty sure. Did I hear them out there today, Gary?
I saw the Shark Cage people walking to the ground at like 12:30. So
They're
that's
keen.
a big effort.
Yeah, they're great. You should have asked if you could beat the drum.
I was in my car, so I didn't know what to
We
do.
should give them a lift. Maybe next time, Shark Cage people. Now, over to the Insta again.
I might swap with Gaz here.
Oh, tapping out, eh?
I think I've got to get back and bath some children. That sounds very bad, but
Fraser Glenn just joined though.
Fraser Glenn,
One of your favorite real estate agents.
He's my second behind Jason Hawes.
Yeah. Okay, you got to go. Then we'll bring in
the
Mr.
big Gaz.
G Dover. And see you, my friend. Thanks for everything. Kieran's out. Gary Dover's in. You'll see the real picture soon, Gary. Don't freak out. You're freaking out.
Freaking out, man.
John says, what did Presto think of the facilities? As in Little Presto. Yeah, the rumor.
Don't know.
Oh, that smile. Well, David Peachy was in the house, and he's friends with Preston Campbell, I'd imagine. Therefore, friends with Jaden Campbell. There is a rumor going around. Honestly, hand on my shark heart, I do not know anything about Jaden Campbell in any kind of serious rumor. I've heard rumors from elsewhere.
Yeah, I've seen rumors online and everything like that.
But I've heard nothing from the guys that I kind of trust, as in who know what's going on. And also, you're going to have some movement with the salary cap before you even sort of consider that. But it's a great line from John. Jay says one of the things I was disappointed at was the 30 ineffective tackles today, according to NRL.com. Well, I'm going to refer to a different company right now, and I'm going to tell you that, boy, the internet's slow here.
It's not great today, is it?
Maybe I shouldn't even mess with it. By ineffective tackles, we can throw in offloads, I believe, is what the NRL do with theirs. So
Those go, weren't we?
we had 12 offloads against us. So that was
Almost felt like more than that.
oh, that's what I said before. That was that was their only real danger, right?
Yeah, well, we spoke about it on the pre-game show that we do, and we said how, they play really fast, the Titans, and you could see that in the opening, 10, 15 minutes where they were just throwing the ball left to right, the little outside, inside moves they've got with guys with pace, like Brimson's just busting through any little gap. So, yeah, they were dangerous to start, but I thought we did all right to, get back into the game straight away and not really worry too much about it and just sort our line out. And I thought we defended our line a couple of times there early in the first half and in the second. And, yeah, I thought our defense was all right, apart from that last little period at the end there when we let in a few points. But
They were from turnovers.
yeah. So we've got to clean that stuff up. Obviously, discipline and errors was a big talking point last week, so it's still there, and yeah, we need to fix that up.
Ness said Hiroti made such a OS. I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing it means difference, or I don't know. BD Harrell says Hiroti offers more in attack in the centers. Jay says plan B, I think without Will, is Ison, then Taj Ford to fill the Atkinson type role. Yeah, I mean, Taj Ford's amazing, but he's a little kid still.
Yeah, he's very young, so he's
a couple of years away.
But
Jay says also one of the young centers to come in, or again, Hiroti. So the big, you were here for that, right, Gary? Like potentially relying on Hiroti more next year, should there be some sort of movement with centers?
Yeah, well, we've seen
or injuries
all year this year. When he's in, he's the man. So he did it again tonight, and this afternoon he does a solid job, and you can always rely on him. So yeah,
we'll have to tell Kieran that Danny liked his hat. So thank you for that. Appreciate it. Sharks win. Sharks win 54-22. So Will Kennedy, great game. Katoa was a lot better this week as well, like a lot better. 2 tries, 150 meters. We didn't really have any bad players, I should point out. I'll tell you what I really liked was the Trindle kicks, the bombs.
Yeah, he was putting them up nice and high, and he was putting them into the corners, which was really good. And I'm sitting down there on the dead ball line, and some of the ones he put on his boot, I was like, oh, it's going a bit far, but he was nailing them right on the line every time. So
yeah, they'd go super close, as everyone saw, to the sideline, and then Ronaldo would barrel them out.
Yeah, so that was really, really good. Putting
Plan move, though, right?
Yeah, they practice kicking in the corners like that. So to see it pull off, and to pull off effectively so many times was, good to see. And yeah, I thought we had a lot of good players across the park.
Talakai, much better with his hands this week, setting up tries and that kind of thing. Did his job great. Ronaldo was great. Nico Hines, 3 line break assists, 2 try assists. He scored, 22 points.
He had a great game, didn't
Pretty
he?
good. He did.
That little kick over the top, little chip and chase.
Yeah, nice start.
Oh, yeah.
And that got him going. When Nico starts well, he's on, and that's kind of how the game's going to go. We spoke about Fanua Blake playing a bit less minutes, but he was great. Rudolph was really good, I thought.
Yeah.
I'm not the first person to put my hand up and say he should be starting at prop, but he did really good today, to be fair.
Yeah, well, I thought, when he's in the side, he brings a bit of energy off the bench, but in that starting side tonight, I thought, he did his job really well, and he really got us rolling forward with Adam. And I think, off the back of that, we saw Blake running a bit earlier than we did the last couple of weeks. And, once he gets a roll on, we see what the backs can do when they get some points on the board.
We've spoken about the back row. Bill Burns was great. Wilton, McInnes didn't get much time, unfortunately, and we'll wait and see on that. Colquhoun stats, he got his first try of the NRL, which was fantastic. His stats are just very workmanlike, but I think it's the way he does things, the power he runs,
the energy, hits. And he's got that real presence on the field. And for a young guy, he's built so solid. And, when he's running fast, he's tackling hard. It's, that's what you want from a guy like that. And he's got some good ball playing skills out the back there. So, we're probably going to see more minutes from him over the coming weeks.
And I was pretty happy with the bench. Colquhoun, Hazleton, Tuku, and Hohepa. Good size bench. There's a bit of versatility there. Colquhoun can play on an edge if you need him to. Puru can sort of do a bunch of different things, halves and even hooker.
Yeah, he's got a nice little ball out the back.
So, wait and see on Cam. Obviously, it's not looking good, but there might be a bit of tinkering there. Someone might get the opportunity to replace him next week, and I guess weeks ahead we'll wait and see. It's too early to tell, but it's not sounding.
Yeah, he's obviously got to go for all the tests and scans and all that sort of stuff. But, from all reports from his mouth and everyone downstairs, it's not great.
Danny says, how long is Oggy out for? And that is Oregon Kaufusi. Do you know anything about that?
No, I'm not sure.
It doesn't look...
It's not like a serious long thing or anything like that, but I don't know if it'll be... Well, obviously, we've got a bye coming up, so I think we might see him back against the Knights.
Heck, is that a week off?
Perfect timing.
And, he's in the rehab group, and we have someone entering the studio. That's exciting. It's a new feature on StreamYard. It says someone's entered the studio.
That's good.
A week off. Oggy, it doesn't look too bad. Hopefully the week off will do him some good. So again, just I don't have the headphones for you. So hey, up, how are you?
Mate, that was so good. I'm like to make it up after the disappointing Derby loss last week. I'm 54 points to 22. Beautiful. Even better on a Saturday afternoon. Glorious sunshine. What else could you ask for?
Yeah, it was nice, Ash. It was a nice venue
Oh, it
to
was
be
beautiful,
at in the
beautiful.
sun, and there was no issues at all for
Nope,
any
it was a real good
reporters watching
afternoon.
this.
Just got home myself, actually, and it was a good day in the shark cage once again.
Yeah, what did you like? Tell me who you liked, what you liked about the game, please.
What I like about the game. So, what did I like? Sione, Ronnie, Nico, everyone just came in and killed it today. Like, can't fault one player today. Literally,
Yep.
Ronnie just saved the game multiple times, denied the Gold Coast multiple tries, loved it. And Sione going over multiple times. Nico, even though with the one mistake, fixed his error and all good.
Yeah, it was good, Ash, that Nico made
Yeah.
the one or two errors, but he really turned it around. He was already having a
man.
decent game, and then you thought, oh,
Yes.
I wonder if he'll drop his bundle, but he was fine. He's an experienced guy.
Yep, he fixed himself up, and which is what he's done all year. He knows what he's
And
doing.
how do you think we're looking to finish the season? You think we're going to be top 4, top 6? What do you reckon?
I would love top 4, mate. Honestly, it's still too hard to say at the moment. Honestly, like even though we've got the bye and then Newcastle, we should be easily able to beat Newcastle, definitely. But
I think so.
the one game that will decide top 4 is if we can beat the Doggies and painting on other results. As long as it goes our way, hopefully, I would love to see Shark Park for a home final.
Oh, I would like to see Shark Park for home final too. That opens a can of worms, Ash. Give me your 3, 2, 1s, please, if you can.
Yep. So for me, I'm going to go multiple threes. So for me, 3 points for me goes to Sione and Ronnie. 2 points for me goes to Nico. 1 point. No one gets a 1 point for me. So just 3 and 2s today.
Okay.
So yeah.
Excellent. And did you catch the NRLW by any chance?
Yes, I did. I literally came from work, finished work at 1 o'clock and then came home, got ready, then caught majority of the second half. So yeah.
Good win.
It was really good. Really good.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for dialing in, Ash. Really appreciate it. We'll talk to you another time. Take care, brother.
Guys. Cheers. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Thanks,
you. Thanks, man. Bye-bye. That was Ash calling himself up. Danny says, I love that they hate we get a home final opportunity. As I said before on the podcast this week, it's all about spite for me now. I'm all for going to Allianz, but I'm happy to play at this beautiful ground. Look how beautiful it is in the background, nice. Gary. Look at that. In all honesty, a crowd of 10,000 today, can appreciate that that's not a normal semi-final, home final crowd. I get that. But as far as just an experience today, it was great. There were no issues. Beautiful day for it. The pitch was amazing. And yeah, look, I mean, yeah, if you told me that we had to go to Allianz or wherever, then I'm going. But I'm with you, Danny. I've turned it around. It's like the more you guys put, you know what, on this beautiful place, then of course we're going to fight back. Like, we're not going to be bullied. Like, we know the facilities are not the best. Oh, well, someone's got to be the best. Someone's got to be not the best. See what happens. But I am with you there. Michael Langridge, better known as RCB, said the hoodies look good, and they sure do. They really do. And they feel really comfy. We've got some warm hoodies in the merch section this year. These are kind of, I mean, I've only worn this today. It keeps me warm.
It's warm, yeah.
But it's not brutally warm.
It's not like the other one that we have in there, the performance.
It's not an early mid-winter hoodie. It's perfect
for now. It's
now, yeah. And it's beautiful. And obviously the design means a lot, and it's been a real honor to wear this around. And, we saw Peach in the house, and of course, all of our current Indigenous players did us proud today, both men and women, I should say. So we definitely recommend you hit up the store if you can. I'd love to hear what Michael thought of the rest of the game, though, because He's an opinionated young man. Sharks win 54-22. Did you get some good
score line.
snaps?
I did. I got plenty of good snaps. I was right in front
Did
of
you
Nico
get-
for that first
yeah, I
one,
was gonna
so
say.
that was a good one. And then I was in front of a couple of the other ones as well. So we got some good photos coming out.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Now, what else can we discuss? The NRLW. Now, you didn't get to see that because you were working.
No, yeah, I got the second half. I caught the second half. So obviously, there wasn't many points in the first. There was actually 0.
Yes.
So I did get to see a few tries put on, and I thought we did well when Anne-Marie got sent to the sim bin there. We held that period together pretty well, scored some points. And then, yeah, obviously, with Emma Veron and Tiana Penatani running amok there, we can score some points and turn sort of nothing into something. And I thought Brooke Anderson did a good job at hooker for us with Quincy out. And yeah, I thought, it was another good performance from them. They're starting to build into their season, and they're sitting in a nice spot heading into the back end of what is their regular season.
I thought Brooke Anderson did a great job.
Mm.
I wasn't at all worried, but I just know the difference between Quincy Dodd and everyone else in that position for us. But she was great.
Hooker, she knows what she's doing. So
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Emma Veron ran for 150 meters, scored a try, set up a try on a line break, and she was great. Penatani Gray back to some really good form. I thought in different form to start the season, but she was great today, 140 meters.
I feel like with Emma, you can see her out there. Like, obviously, she's playing in the number 1 jersey, but she's still kind of steering the ship as if she's in the halves. Like,
Definitely.
She's chatting out there and letting everyone know what's going on. And, her experience out there is really helping this young side, that we've been hit by so many injuries this year. But she's really steering them around the park. So.
I've said it before, but I love the way Emma just carries the ball. Literally, watch her with the ball and what she does with it when she runs. It's just so you don't know whether she's going to pass, which way she's going to run. It's something really beautiful to watch. And as Danny says, Caitlin Johnson-Green is an inspiration. And if you don't know what we're talking about, you're living under a rock. She came back from her pregnancy and giving birth and the whole process of being a mother for the first couple of months, and very quick recovery to get out in the field today. The first touch was one that was interesting because she got a pretty bad pass, and she made this really great run, then she dropped the ball, but you could just see in that one run like what she's going to be for us, like just monstrous.
Yeah.
And the rest of the game was fine. I'm just saying it was one of those moments where you wait and it's like but you can see even in that era, you could see how good she is. That's why I raised only that point. But even all that aside, as Danny said, an inspirational effort.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, obviously, I've seen over the last 9 years, what a woman goes through to give birth to a child. And
you've seen it multiple times.
Multiple times. So, yeah, to see her dedication to just getting back to it, she's such a family orientated person, and, bringing her daughter here and around the club and everything like that. Like, everyone's just really embraced the whole process and embraced her. And, we want her here and want the family to be a part of our club. And she's definitely feeling that now. And she wanted to come out there and repay the faith that we've shown her. And she's done such an inspirational job, as everyone said. It's unbelievable.
Now, Anessa Biddle had a pretty serious injury, but I'm not sure where that's at.
It was a dislocated something.
Shoulder.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a shoulder or an elbow.
Okay.
It was one of the two, but yeah, it didn't look too good. But I missed that, obviously, being in.
It sort of
boys,
continues the curse of this year's injuries for the women's team.
It's got to be some sort of record. It's bloody
not a good one.
Falling apart.
And when someone who's that physically tough comes
tough,
off in that pain, it's even kind of worse than what you hope. But we're not sure what it is, so we'll see what happens there. Ellie Johnston, 111 meters, 16 runs, 19 tackles. And they all just had really big efforts. I thought Taylor Holmes at lock did a really good job as well, 35 tackles. So it was a really tight contest. Even though it was 0-0 at halftime, it was a good one. Like, it wasn't boring. It wasn't an error marathon. It was just really good defense.
End-to-end, just like
end-to-end. So
that's good.
I will say this, the fullback Montgomery, who's the backup for Chapman.
Yeah.
She was getting peppered, particularly by Kiraratu and a little bit by Hanaway, but peppered. There was a bit of wind, sky balls, and she caught a few, but she also
second half she dropped a couple. So.
Yeah, she dropped a few. So I fell for her, but it was good gamemanship from the NRL. Yes. Jacob wants to know, is there going to be a heritage jersey this year? People keep asking me that. I'm like,
oh, yeah, I'm not sure. I can find out.
We are running out a bit of time, though, aren't we?
Yes.
The season. We'll find out, Jacob. Hope you're good.
Oh, no. I don't know.
Joe said, how did Quincy Dodd's surgery go?
Yeah, all went well, according to all reports. So she's obviously on the mend. She was down here watching the girls tonight.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, this afternoon, sorry.
I know she had
yeah,
the Insta story up already.
Yeah, popped it up. So she's doing good as can be in those situations. And yeah, she was down here supporting the girls as you expect.
Now, Daniel Doc says Haradi was outstanding today. Also love Peru at 13, the ball playing middle. Yeah, I thought particularly that role of shifting the ball, he looks so comfortable.
Yeah.
And that's compared to the other guys we have, but just in general as well, super comfortable.
Yeah, it looks like he's been doing it for ages. Like he's just come in there and, you know, obviously losing Cam's massive. But when you've got guys like Colhoun and Puru, they're just ready, waiting in the wings for their opportunity. You know, they're going to come in and grab it with both hands. And, you know, I feel comfortable with both those guys or either of those guys in that position if we need them.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
Now, hello to everyone on the Insta. I'm just staring at you and he's coughing up along. Jay's saying no heritage jersey this year. Jay would know. He's all over the jersey stuff. Bless him. Now, looking at some team stats. I told you about the completions. So we missed 31 tackles. That could go up and down a little bit, but we missed 31 tackles compared to their 47. Here's what I loved. Two, not one, but two one-on-one steals. When's the last time that happened?
Who was the second one? I saw Teague's one.
Maybe Toby?
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah, it's such good. Like,
It's
especially
important.
that Teague one was super important. Like at that timing, we lost the ball. I forget what happened there, but he got it straight back for us, and we went on the front foot there. But you know, when guys see that opportunity and they take it and they pull it off like that, it's such a good roll on for us and put us in a great position down there to attack the line again.
4 penalties each, 3 set restarts to us, 2 for them. 2 20-meter dropouts, restarts, and tackled in the opposition 20. We had 27 tackles. They had 22. So 27 tackles, and we scored. How many tries did we score? A bunch. So that's not too bad today, the ratio.
Yeah,
Whereas,
definitely.
like, compared to the South game, for example, way off.
And even just looking at those 20-meter restarts you were just talking about, I think one of the things that I enjoyed a bit more this afternoon was that we were actually kicking the ball behind the line, close to the line. You know, we were trying a few little grubbers or chips or these little things that we haven't really seen as much throughout the season. So, you know, maybe the boys are finding their groove or, you know, maybe it was just the game plan, but it was good to see something a bit different.
This is why we have the best listeners and viewers in the entire galaxy. Jacqueline said, Fitzy in the process said it's not looking good in reference to Cam. And that confirms you and other people. And I mean, it's disappointing for him. I'm a huge fan of what he does on and off the field. And I do think we need him moving forward into the final series to be at our best. I'm not saying we can't do things without him there. It opens the opportunity for someone else. But I'm a big fan of his. And despite what Steve said he wasn't overly happy with him in the stint he had today. I thought he was fine. And I think he's been fine for a while. And if we know someone is going to come back from something like this, it's him.
Yeah, that's right.
But it may not be for a while. So, yeah, we'll have to watch the replay on that one. I don't want to see anything too sickly, but I didn't
even see it happen. I didn't even know he went off.
He put his hand up.
As I was coming out for the second half there, and he was walking out in a hoodie. I was like, oh, what's going on here?
Yeah. He put his hand up and he went off straight away and then straight up the tunnel. And he was sort of walking okay-ish from what I could see. I can't see that great, obviously, but I thought he was holding his shoulder. Maybe I can't see that well, but disappointing news. Thanks, Jacqueline, for the update. Is this a friend of yours, LJ Rowe?
No.
All right. I'm just going to flash this up on the screen. Getting a bit R-rated here, guys and girls. Something about pepperoni and his nipples. I'm pretty hungry. Thanks to the Sharks for giving us a bit of catering today. Really appreciate it. Thanks to Troy and to Rob and to Jess and to Gary and to Mel and to Zoe and to Tim. Tim's a new boy.
You've nailed it, everyone.
Yeah, well, I appreciate everything you guys do for SharkCast, so it's really cool.
No problem.
Shout out to you guys and girls who help with the NRLW side of things. We've been putting out a bunch of content on NRLW and that's been pretty well received by both the audience and the players and the club and that kind of thing. So that's really great, and we'll keep doing that kind of thing. But it's really satisfying for me to watch now, having had that interaction with the team, knowing the sacrifices they make. It's a bit different to the NRL.
The
like it's
stories
not
behind their lives. Like it's so different.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
different
It's
to the
not
NRL.
all like the guys, because and not. I'm not saying rightly so at all, but because of the difference in the funding and the viewership and it's just worth financially at the moment more the NRL side of things. The team is pampered a bit more, is what I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
And the women are looked after fine, but it's just a different level. As you know, I'm not saying anything different, but my long-winded point is to see them play so well under, injury clouds and that kind of thing, and to see them out there on the field, even interviewing, who do I have this week? Jadica, and then seeing her run out. And it's like, you were so nice to talk to, and now you're out there just kicking ass.
Yeah, she's such a tough player too.
Yeah,
Like,
so I appreciate you, Gary, and everyone for helping out with that stuff. Dean says he's Gaz, I'm Shinaz, and this is the Gaz and Shinaz show. It sounds like someone's after our job. That's right, Dean.
How good.
You can see us most weeks on the Gaz and Shinaz show, which is something we started. What year do you want to claim that? 2018?
Yeah, it was pretty early. Pretty early in the piece. Let's just say 2018.
Yeah, and I remember we did our first episode in the old club. That's how old it was. In like we were upstairs near the gambling facilities. Do you remember that, on a lounge?
Oh yeah.
With the Woolaware Golf Club.
I know exactly what you're
golf
talking
course
about.
behind us.
I know exactly what you're
You can
talking
probably
about.
go find it on YouTube or somewhere.
That is hilarious.
And I think from memory, the lighting is really bad, or something. Or we had no mics,
We've
or
come a long way.
it was something like, yeah, I think they're having good years. And you're like, yeah, man. But that was where we started. So yes, this is Gaz,
Look at
and
us
I'm
now.
Shinaz. Oh, we've come so far. I think we're getting Logies next year. Sharks win 54-22. Amazing stuff. Where are we now on the ladder? Can we have a quick look at that? People on the internet, let's have a look. Here we are. That's the wrong.
That's the women, but where are we sitting there? Is that fourth?
Women are fourth. Hey,
Nice.
top four.
Here you go. I'll help you out here.
I'm dying here live on air.
It's all right. I'm pulling you back.
Here we go. Sharkies are in sixth. So let's have a look at this. We are on 28 points. No, we're on 30 points. So 1 point off Penrith. 2 points off the Warriors. So in theory, we're actually in fourth with that bye with the for and against, but we can't let Penrith and the Warriors win games. They got to drop some, or at least one. If Penrith Warriors drop one, in theory, we're ahead of them in fourth. Now, we have been warning you all year it's going to come down to the Bulldogs game. And I don't like being right about a lot of things, and that means this one. Now, I'm only saying it because I know what we're going to get. We're going to get a near full house of screaming, passionate
So
Bulldogs
intense.
fans, which is fine. Like, good
It's
on
the
them.
perfect start to a final series, though, right?
Yeah, but I don't want that.
Why not?
I want because
I
I
want
want
to warm into
I
the
want-
finals.
I
wanna hit
want the
finals
easy way.
running.
I'm telling you, I want the easy way.
I want to hit the finals with some form, and
I want a
playing on a
guaranteed
big
win.
stage
I want a
and-
guaranteed win.
then let's go win it.
I'm not saying we can't. I'm not saying we can't. I'm just saying, why does it have
I'm
to be
just
the
razzing you,
Bulldogs?
Sam.
But then you know why? Because we
Why?
should have beaten West Tigers. We should have beaten Canberra. We should have beaten Brisbane. We should
Shoulda,
have beaten
coulda,
Dragons.
woulda. Living in the past.
I know. It is going to come down to that game, I think, unless
It's
the
looking-
Dogs.
It's looking
If the
likely.
Dogs beat whoever, they've got some
They've
hard
got some tough
games.
games.
They got Melbourne and Canberra at least, or they're the other two games for them. Melbourne, Canberra. So if they win those, well then they won't be fighting for anything, I don't think. But if they lose them, it could be a bit of a pickle for whoever's facing them in the last round. But you know what? Let's go get them. Let's go beat them. You want to mess around with your team, get rid of your hooker and halfback? Ha ha ha! We'll laugh at you. We've got Mawini Hiroti playing for us. Ramian's out for a while, so
Yeah.
Mawini's here to stay.
Yeah, broken thumb, so at least
exciting.
a month. But yeah, Mars has done such a good job, and
Yeah.
he's such a safe hand. And defender and attacker and everything that we need in that spot, and he's done a great job tonight.
We do need to point out that the Titans were not terrific today. So as much as we're talking up Marwini, and he was fantastic, he's going to have tougher competition moving forward. So Knights are here in 2 weeks' time. If you don't have a ticket for that, I'd grab one Sunday afternoon, members round. It's going to be pretty crowded.
Yeah, it's going to be massive. So make sure
Doubleheader.
Another doubleheader, which would be great. Another afternoon game. So
it may be the last game of the year here. It may not. In all seriousness, we're not sure. It depends where we land. Although we do know that if we land in 4th or 5th, is that right? No. If we land in 5th or 6th,
yes,
we do have the option of the home game. I don't want to get too controversial here, Gary. Do you know, is it locked in? And if you can't answer, it's fine. People understand. Do you know if it's locked in that whoever we play, it's here? That can't be it, right?
I don't know if that's exactly how it would go.
It's more like if it's the away team from the Dolphins or.
But then I guess the NRL and everyone wouldn't have come out and said, yeah, the Sharks can have a home final. They're not going to give it to us.
We did play the Roosters, didn't we, 2 years ago?
Here, that's right. So
okay, well, so it might not be the last home game.
I would say, yeah, if we qualify for a home final, this is where we play.
Okay. Now, Georgetown 1977 has joined and says we've been too inconsistent to be a top 4 team this year. Well, I take your point, but if you finish 4th, it doesn't matter.
I mean,
what you think about whether we've been consistent or not. I will say this: I've been saying it every episode this week. We haven't lost more than 2 games at a time. We haven't been that inconsistent.
And I just feel like you go and look back at the draw that, I was looking at the Panthers. I don't know why I was looking at their draw, but there's some score lines there that if it was a Sharks scoreline, everyone would be like, what the hell is this? They're falling apart. But everyone's just like, the Panthers are the Panthers, so that's that. I just mean what I'm trying to say is they haven't had the best, most consistent run either, but they're still, everyone says, going to win the comp, right?
Well, there are different reasons why, but I do take your point. They
haven't done anything outside of, I don't even know how to say what I'm trying to say, but what I'm trying to say is it's not been pretty for them. It's not been pretty for the Bulldogs. They're starting to lose some games that maybe they shouldn't. Canberra's lost some games they shouldn't have. Melbourne has.
I do think that if you finish in the top 4, because I understand every year there's always someone who's like, oh, they don't deserve it. They should be 6. If you finish in the top 4, it's where you belong.
100%.
If you finish 6th, it's like because you lost to the Tigers, the Broncos, the Raiders. Like that's just how it works as well. Jay says the Dogs have the Storm away. Ooh. And then the Panthers in Sydney. Ooh.
2 tough games.
So if they lose, let's just work on the fly here. Canterbury, Bankstown, Bulldog Berries. They're on 36 points, 124.
So they need to lose both.
They had to lose. So we're already on 32. Yeah, it could be a battle for. Well, hang on. Could we finish 3rd? Is that what I'm looking at as well? Could we finish 3rd if we beat them?
I actually have no. You're the stats guy. I'm going to leave that in your more than capable hands.
There's parts
during the week.
Parts of this season that I really like, and there's parts of this season that really, what's the word? Makes me nervous because it's like I just said we can finish 3rd. It's probably not true, but I've got so much stress I don't know where we're going to go. Chief Brody says, Harrotti, simple, hard football. Follow him, team. Yeah, good, as Shane Flanagan would say, yardage as well. Good with the yardage. Actually, everyone says yardage now. It's the word of the rugby league community. Yardage.
It's the new one, is it?
Get out of yardage. New syndesmosis. Sharkies win 54-22. Pretty good stuff. I'm happy with that. I wasn't happy with the last 2 tries, but what are you going to do? Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us. We're going to start wrapping up, Gary, because we got to go do lots of important things. Not more important than doing this. Not doing more important things than this. But what did you say?
I have puppies at home. I need to bring them inside. It's getting dark.
Oh, I forgot about your puppies. Hey, I was driving around Cronulla last night.
Thanks for saying hi.
Haven't been there for a long time.
Thanks for stopping by.
What part of the beach do you live on? It's a long strip.
I'm not on the beach anymore.
Oh, okay.
Back from the beach.
Glad I know you so well. Saw your ma today.
Yeah. She was here. She enjoyed the game, I think.
They're watching the NRL dub too.
Yeah, they came early. They love it all. So they're big Jets fans as well. So
Okay.
they'd watch every grade if they could.
How'd Jets go? Do we know?
I don't know. I haven't checked. So
All right, we'll find that out for you. We'll
We'll
report
suss all
back
that
to you.
out.
Sharkies win 54-22. We are currently in 6th place and rising. Exciting times. We'll be back with lots of shows throughout the week. You know that. Don't go anywhere. SharkCast Pod. If you can give us a like, follow, subscribe, share it around with everyone you know, we'd really appreciate it. It takes 1 second just to go like, follow, subscribe. It's super simple. Appreciate everyone that does it. The more you do it, the better it is. So please keep doing it. And we're going to wrap up here because it's been a great afternoon at Shark Stadium. In all seriousness, look how beautiful it looks out the back.
it's been a good day.
How could you say anything bad about
Very
this
good
place? It's been a good day. Up Cronulla, we appreciate everyone. We're going to go out with the song,
Let's go.
which we've been doing lately, which is quite fun. Sang it twice today,
How good.
which was good fun. And I think if I press that button there, Gary, it'll play the song. Say goodbye. Up Cronulla. Let's go. We'll talk to you soon.
Cronulla, the boys in the black, white, and blue. Up, Cronulla, name of the Sharks fit you. Sharks, Sharks, forever. Go out and play without fear. Now's the time to see good football, for the Sharks are here. Sharks, forever.